dy dx is 2x. If y equals to x squared, dy dx is 2x. All right. Now we'll do the third question. What's the third question? Y equals to, the third question is y is equals to 2x squared plus x plus 2. So it means that f of x is equals to 2x squared plus x plus 2. And what is our f of x change in x? So our f of x is this. What's our f of x plus change in x? That's it. Change in x. So let's expand before we put it into the first principle formula. All right? So if we're going to expand, note that x plus change in x squared is actually this. Right? I won't do that expansion again. I'll just put 2 into x squared plus 2x change in x plus change in x squared. Then this is now plus x plus change in x plus 2. So when you open this bracket, you're going to have 2x squared plus 4x change in x plus 2 change in x squared plus x plus change in x plus 2. Now, that will give you 2x squared plus 4x change in x. All right? Is there any? That will be 5. Okay. There's nothing we can do to it. This is the last. There are no terms that can add up. So this is our f of x change in x. Then we can now bring it into first principle formula. Very easy. Find your f of x. It's always given. Find your f of x change in x. Then bring it into this. So let's bring it into that. We know that dy dx is equals to limit as what? Change in x tends to 0. F of x plus change in x minus f of x all over change in x. So let's bring, the whole of this is our f of x change in x. And this is our f of x. So we'll bring it into this formula to find our dy dx. And that's going to give us limit as change in x tends to 0, 2x squared plus 4x change in x plus 2 change in x squared plus x plus change in x plus 2 minus f of x 2x squared plus x plus 2 all over change in x. Right? So that's, are we on the same page? All right, so that leads to what? Limit as change in x tends to 0, 2x squared plus 4x change in x plus 2 change in x squared plus x plus change in x plus 2 minus 2x squared minus x minus 2 over change in x. When you open this bracket, the minus will affect all of them. Are we together? So if the minus affect them, 2x squared will take away 2x squared. All right? We have x plus x minus x is out. Plus 2 minus 2 is out. So what is left? So the y, the x is equals to 4x change in x plus 2 change in x squared plus change in x all over change in x. So don't forget, this is limit as change in x tends to 0. So that equals to limit as change in x tends to 0. There's change in x common to all of them. So we factorize change in x into 4x plus 2 change in x plus 1 all over. So this change in x can take this. You now have limit as change in x tends to 0, 4x plus 2 change in x plus 1. All right? So if change in x tends to 0, this becomes 0. So our dy dx is now 4x plus 1. And that is the answer.